Hello, everyone. Um, Today I just noticed that, well, I noticed this last night, um, but I haven't seen anybody talk about it today at all. I looked around on YouTube, but couldn't find anything. No one was talking about it on X or anything. But this is about the Franklin Armory Antithesis. And if you don't know what that is, it's to put it shortly, it's a reformation with rifling, basically. Well, how's that not an SBR? Well, the definition of rifle under the GCA relies on uh, basically what it says is that the definition of rifle is a shoulder-fired weapon that can only shoot a single projectile, right? So what if you design a shoulder-fired weapon that can fire multiple projectiles, but it has rifling in it and it's not a smooth bore? Well, then you just get a firearm, right? I guess that's their legal theory. And supposedly, the Franklin Armory was in a years-long battle with ATF, and they supposedly settled this with the DOJ, and won their case. However, when you go on the website now, you can see that the videos are privated. You can go on the website yourself and look at it. I'm not going to tell you the name of the website or how to find it or anything. I don't want to get strike down by YouTube. But if you notice, again, the videos are private, and when you click on one of these to look at, you get a 404. And that's for all of them too. The AT-120, the AT-125, they're all gone. None of them, they don't exist. And this happened, I think, about 24 hours ago. I have no idea what is going on. I think that if you look at the open ATF letter right here, so if we look at this, and I read into this a bit, and I think I know why the antithesis was taken down. And I'll just read this out to you. Open letter to all federal firearm licensees regarding the Franklin Armory Reformation and Antithesis firearms. This was dated August 29, 2025. The purpose of this open letter is to advise all FFLs that the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive, the BATF, is rescinding a prior open letter dated December 19th, 2019, regarding the Franklin Armory Reformation Firearm 2019 open letter. This open letter also advises FFLs on the classification of Franklin Armory Reformation and Antithesis firearms under federal law. And basically goes into the background saying, pursuant to the settlement agreement between the United States of America and FRAC and Franklin Armory, ATF is rescinding the 2019 open letter regarding the Franklin Armory Reformation firearm. And it basically said, hey, this letter basically said that this thing is a short-barreled shotgun, right? That's what the Reformation was. And separately, they determined that the Antithesis firearm, and here's the important part right here. I'll read this out. Separately, Fat D, I think it's called the Firearms Technology Branch or whatever. It's just kind of funny. Examine the Antithesis firearm for classification under the GCA and NFA. The Antithesis firearm is a type of firearm that utilizes a 14.5-inch rifled barrel to fire 410 bore shot shells and slugs in addition to 45 Colt cartridges. As such, Fat D classified the Antithesis as a short-barreled rifle under both the GCA and the NFA. And it says this classification this classification was vacated. And then it goes on to pursuant to the agreement, and it basically says, hey, this the Reformation is not a short-barreled shotgun, and it's not to be treated as such. In other words, don't this is not an NFA item in any way. So no NFA forms are necessary to sell, transfer, deliver, or otherwise deal in the Reformation. Right, the Reformation is pretty clearly like fully done with, right? It looks like it's It's been agreed to. They know exactly what it is. It's a 5.56 gun with that doesn't have rifling in it. It has straight lands and grooves, meaning that the bullets tumble in flight. It's kind of a meme gun for a little while. But anyways, and then it goes to the current status of the Antithesis. As a result of the agreement, the Antithesis is not a rifle, short-barreled rifle, nor is it an NFA firearm. Therefore, one, no NFA. And it goes to the same thing over and over again. Basically, you do not need a ATF Form 53 20.20 to transport across state lines or temporary transport of NFA items, etc. You can take this firearm across state lines, no problem. So, and it says sale of transfers of both Reformation and Antithesis. And it basically says FFL should utilize the other firearm box in block 24 on the ATF 4473. So, when reading this open letter, they clearly state that the Antithesis is a type of firearm that has a 14.5-inch rifled barrel that fires 410 shot shells and slugs, in addition to 45 Colt cartridges. Now, the one that we all saw on here did not fire either one of those cartridges. It fires... I can't show it again because it shows pricing, but it's these weird looking 40 grain multi-projectile stuff, right? That you have to manually load into cases. And that's the only thing I've been able to find that's even related to the Antithesis. If I was to copy this and paste this in here, the only thing that pops up is those cartridges or those bullets or whatever. But none of these firearms appear anymore. And it didn't say in the ATF open letter that they settled on this. This was not, I guess that this wasn't part of the letter. And so my guess what happened is that they were contacted by ATF. This is, again, I have no idea what the hell happened. I am just spitballing here. I think ATF contacted them and said, whoa, what the hell is this? What are you doing? And yeah, now it's gone. It doesn't exist. So that's pretty interesting, I think. Yeah, the Franklin Armory Antithesis, for the time being, is no more. I can't find anything on it. I went to other websites that have listed the Reformation, or sorry, not the Reformation, the Antithesis, excuse me. And the listings I saw there went from, for sale to sold out. So I'm guessing a lot of people either bought them or they canceled the orders, right? I'm guessing all the orders are canceled, and there's, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like they need to. I'm guessing they got a phone call and they're told, "Hey, don't fucking do this." That's my guess. Anyways, guys, I hope this was informative. More videos to come, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.